she's behind him. Typical Marin, over you. Something weird. Oh, she's gonna like it. She's like, this is perfect. He's like, that's his girlfriend? That crazy Genki girl? She's gonna... she's gonna... What is wrong with this woman? Yay! Oh my god, she's like an... Get away from me! Crazy Yarou! I like this woman's afraid of Marin. Because Marin is like... Marin is too eccentric. Marin is too extroverted. It's like, leave me alone! Hashimete! He's like, don't talk to me, you're weird. Yeah, domo. Marin's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. You know, Marin is kind of like that, right? It's like, Marin is like, whoa, 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 whoa. Marin is like crazy, like high on eccentric genkiness. It's time for another MARIN-Chan episode. This episode, guys, is about yaoi. No, but seriously, it's a lot of this very focus on this part. I'm not bringing you part, but like, there is, of course, the crossdresser we seen earlier, right, episode. But now we also have another crossdresser. She's playing hot guys, right? Yeah, and this is very, very common. I explained it more later in the video, but incredibly common, right? That you have these like female anime otakus, right? And they love these, especially sport animes. The character here is obviously based on KUROKO basket, right? And she's doing KUROKO, and Mara's like, oh my god, you're so effing hot, right? So hot! Yeah, like that. This is a very, very common thing. And I think this is much more common these days than the other thing where you have a man cosplays a woman. No, this is much more common. I think overall, because women, you know, it's like Marin, right? Cosplays more overall. So yeah, women cosplaying as, especially like bishounen guys, as we call it, like bishounen characters, you know, attractive like, male characters tend to be played by women mostly, by a lot, yeah, like 90%. I was going to say 90% of like bishounen male characters, to speak, not bishoujo, which is a female, bishounen, like KUROKO, are played by women. If you go to an anime convention, yeah, like probably more than that. It's almost only women that will cosplay as these characters, right? Of course, men also cosplay, but men tends to not cosplay as these like hot guys, you know. Not in this kind of hot way. More in that, you know, maybe I play Guts from Berserk, hot and muscular, yeah. Sure, men will do that, absolutely. But very few men will actually play like KUROKO characters, free characters, or the sport animes. Very, very uncommon. So a lot of focus on that. And then the main story bit though is extroverted, which is introverted, right? Where Marin is basically gonna scare the other girl because Marin is so like as she always is, right? And the other woman will basically completely freeze when Marin is there. And she's obviously like an introverted, very talented craftsman. And she wants to she works with GOJO to do craftsmanship, right? And she just can't handle Marin whatsoever. I think she probably actually likes Marin, but she can't handle it, right? Because again, she's very introverted. So I was talking about, the Marin review will focus on that, guys. Explaining introvert, which is extrovert, right? From a scientific standpoint, kind of similar to my P videos. And I will explain the difference there, right? So I think it's a good ending and review it. But anyway, guys, into the episode first. It's another cosplay event, right? And we see if Marin's in the fat, so there's fat shaming and also a little cool drag. Oh my god, it's like a bad boy. It's probably a girl, isn't it? Given this anime, it's probably a bad girl. It's just to be it's maybe a crossdresser, but no. Given this anime, it's gonna be some like badass girl, right? MARIN-Chan! Yeah! New camera! That's so adorable. Good out of camera. Camera! It's like Garamo tacos! Camera! They both stand there. Camera! Yeah, Jesus Christ. Got him, nerds! This is, of course, our beloved crossdresser. So hot! So adorable, yeah. I'm stuck with some fans. It's too popular. I'm too popular! Everyone wants me! These won't leave me! Oh my god, this joke. The dream of me, the curse of being too popular and crossplayer. Everyone wants to smash me! Yeah. And it's like, oh no, another person. I can't leave. I'm too popular. Because Marin. Because now she got the new camera now. Yeah, she's like camera otaku now. MARIN-Chan! Yes, it's perfect. Now it's nice how this inner skirt is like stars. Yeah, it's badass. Yeah, the inside of the skirt is... What? The other character is like FU? What? Oh, she's like bleeding out here. She's so into it. Yeah. Everyone, this is every episode's anime. All the girls are into yaoi, we know it. This is so Japanese. She's like, I wanna sleep with him. Yeah. This is like every character in this anime is into the crossdressers. This is so Japanese culture. She's just like so hot, so effing. Yeah, I mean this is so anime, right? Like, all the girls are into yaoi. Yeah, we saw it last time. She had the anime too, right? Now she's super thirsty. Yeah, she's getting like super thirsty now for the crossdresser, right? This is so anime. She's like yaoi, funayoshi stuff, 100%. Yeah, she's like I really want it. I really want it. Yeah, so this person is some badass, yeah, Yankee chick, something like that, right? She's gonna be a tough girl for me. God, he's so excited. Akira-san! He looks so excited, man. Here we go, the dragons. Yeah, the dragon team. I go out of those jackets too, of course. Ryunosuke-chan. You must be Kojo. Anone? Yeah, Waka-chan. Yeah. This is obviously Marin's love rival now. Yeah. Marin looks shocked, man. Oh my god, it's GOJO. It's a pretty boy from anime. Looks perfect. Oh, it's my friend. This hot cosplayer. Oh my god, Marin is like, oh my god! Yes. Yeah, it's like KUROKO basket. Yes, it's KUROKO basket. Mushiron! I love this character. I love KUROKO basket. This guy is clearly KUROKO, right? He's like redhead KUROKO. Yeah, look at this character. It's like KUROKO bishounen. Marin is like, hot, you're a basketball player. KUROKO with red hair. And Marin is like, oh, it's so hot. It's so itchy. Yes, it's itchy! And her friend is like, yeah, it's so hot with those guys in the... I like how they can say it, is, you know, women love KUROKO basket with all the hot guys, yeah, all the bishounen guys. Yeah, they love that, you know, it's like hot girls cosplaying as KUROKO characters. Hot with like hot girls as basketball boys from... It's an actual common thing in Japan, right? So of course, I have a woman here crossplaying as a, you know, a very big like yaoi, very popular, like, you know, yaoi manga, right? You know, so obviously KUROKO basket is about basketball, right? Obviously it's a sport basketball manga. I love it, one of my favorite animes. But you know, it's very popular among women, right? Like funayoshi, they love doing this, like, you know, yaoi stuff with the guys, right? So it's very popular to have, you know, like, very common. Yeah, there are female cosplayers crossplaying as these like male characters, and you know, they find them, you know, people are like, oh, it's so attractive because they want it to be kind of feminine looking, right? You know, in the features and so on, right? So super common. I actually was at this store once, like many years ago now, but it was super weird because anime weird for being what it was, right? So me and a friend entered the store. There was some anime store. We've never been there before. It was new in town. We've never been before. The actual store ever, right? We enter it. We think it's gonna be like a normal anime store, but the whole store is just like KUROKO basket stuff with, like, you know, body pillows of all the guys. I'm not the healing guys. You enter the store and they have all the character KUROKO, Taiga, you know, so on, right? All the character KUROKO basket, and also free. Yeah, they're free. That and the guys for free, and they're all like half naked and they're flexing, and it was like use body pillows of that, and you could buy like posters with the guys like naked or flexing and showing their. I mean, like, what is this? I mean, we just went into like a KUROKO basket yaoi house. We were like, whoa, oh, cool. Of course, there were only women there, and everyone worked there were only women. It was a Japanese woman crowd there. She was like, oh, hello, you guys there? Like, yeah, sure. And it always felt kind of awkward. We had to buy something. Yeah, we had to buy something, but then we buy that hot outfit of KUROKO. Yeah. No, but seriously, it was very strange. We thought it was like a, you know, a normal anime store, right? But no, we actually accidentally went into like a straight up like yaoi store. It was only yaoi. Another time, this was actually in Denmark though, in Copenhagen. I went into this light novel store that's basically only selling light novels, and almost all of it was yaoi. Also, but I actually asked the clerk there, I was like, why is only yaoi for, right? It's like 80% yaoi in this light novel store. And she was like, yeah, it's basically only women that buy light novels. A few guys, they buy a little bit of LC or whatever, right? But mostly women. And yes, it's only yaoi. Yeah, they really want yaoi. Yeah, there's like, yeah, because according to her in Denmark there, all the light novels, you know, whatever, Konosuba, whatever, right, R0 or so on, all of them basically were mostly bought by women overall. I think that's true. I think women, you know, tend to buy more books and so on, right? Yeah. So in every country, so that makes sense. So I was like, yeah, okay. But let's keep going. Yeah, she wants a photo of the cute KUROKO guy or girl. Then, yeah. Oh, man! I'm so hot! It is so yaoi. Hot! I want the angle on the camera to get up in the skirt. Okay. I'll teach her camera tricks. Yeah, because Mari isn't good at cameras, right? She's bought an expensive camera because she likes it. Yeah, and I should teach her exactly. So different. Yeah, it's hotter like this. Okay, so back to GOJO's date. Yeah, so I like how GOJO is. He was so excited too. He's excited. Yeah, of course. Like, he was into the Marin, demon Marin there too, yeah, of course. Okay, it's clear Naruto character. That was clear Naruto. He even had like the Genin. Yeah, it was clear Naruto. It was like straight up with the classic, but everyone is so used to that. You know, they're always Naruto cosplayers, always. And yeah, I don't think I've ever been to like an anime convention that has been Naruto cosplayers. Always, 100%. You always find them. But I like GOJO was so excited for this meeting. It still happens here. But I feel this is like a Marin love rival now, you know. You know, teach GOJO how to cut stuff, yeah. You teach GOJO how to, you know, work on the educational episode here, yeah. And now it's about sports instead. Now it's like how to make a proper katana. How do you get the proper weapon, right? Now it's like, how do you get the correct... He's so excited for this. I like it. Like, please explain to me, how do I make weapons? How do I sew these leggings? He's a craftsman. He's very much, yeah. He's really into this crafting stuff. Tell me how to make pants or whatever. Yeah, it's so well done. I want to do it too, right? But I like this. He's a craftsman. He's proud of his job, you know, as Marin's cosplay, you know, creator, right? He makes all the outfits. So he wants to like learn how to make proper. Yeah, she's really cute. She like, yeah. He. I'm calling it. This is like a love rival to Marin now. I think GOJO's like, please, master, teach me all your moves. GOJO's gonna be like, please, I will do anything for you. Teach me your abilities. Yes, please make me your disciple. Oh yeah, GOJO's a lot of questions. But seriously, this woman now is gonna be like, Marin should be worried here. GOJO is so into it. He's so into this craft master. Did I call now? From Marin, I guess. It's all like he's cheating on Marin now. I'm with someone else. He's like, that's his girlfriend? That crazy Genki girl? That's just Ashley. She looks completely different. She was like, what? She would look at her too. She was hiding her. Man, educational episode! Yeah, she has like a figure of the character she was playing as. Kawaii! Kawaii! Of course she has. She's obsessed with this like KUROKO character. Yeah, like, I have. GOJO is like hardcore otaku. Yeah, she's like otaku, absolutely. Yes, exactly. It's like it's her doll. Yes, GOJO. It's like her own doll. GOJO's like, what a woman. He's so excited. She's just like me. She's just like me. Oh God, he's so excited. He's so happy this episode. I got he's sparkling. He's sitting there being like, oh, it's the best day ever. She's dark and neat up, yeah. Hi. I'm so excited with drama here. Yeah, there's a bit of drama, right? Yeah, like, yeah, they have this weird argument now. It's strange. Yeah, but it's like it was weird when she was like afraid of Marin, right? It's some kind of weird like bad mouth or something. Or is this a personality clash? Yeah, or is this a massive personality clash? It keeps being at this thing like, yeah, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Yeah, sure. It should be fine. It's totally fine. Yeah, this woman is just like bright so much. She's just like, I hate this so much. Oh my god, she's just overblowing hatred. She called another Genki character. It's gonna be a party man this episode. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be all of them. Yeah, it's like Moshi Moshi. Moshi Moshi. Yeah. calling over my friend here, yeah, mushi time. Nani-yo! And she means like, shut up, I'm talking to you. It's the classic her too. Nani-yo! Like, what are you calling me for? Yeah, immediately it's like, leave me alone. Like, I thought we were friends, but yeah, we're friends. Yeah, but it was adorable. So she's clearly like, introvert, right, and so on. The whole scene when Marin was up here, she's like, weird guy, you're shit. Yeah, don't talk to me. But it's probably gonna be something that she probably likes Marin or whatever, right? Yeah. I mean, it kind of reminds me of 2D Girl. Actually, they're very similar anime to this, right? Where they have this like cosplay club and so on. Right? So one of the girls, there are 4 main girls, right? And the male main character. One of them is very similar to this. So she actually likes the main character, but because she's introverted and she has maybe that many friends or whatever, right? She has a hard time saying that. She feels very like intimidated by like the Genki main girl. Like, come on, let's be friends. Oh yeah, let's go. So she's like, I would like to go too, right? So that's probably her thing. I don't think she actually hates Marin. She's probably like, she probably actually likes her, and she's like, intimidated by her extreme extroversion, right? So it's a classic, like Marin obviously is a massive extrovert, like clearly massive extrovert, and this woman is probably like, massive introvert, right? But she still does obviously cosplay, but still, yeah, so it's like, it's probably like a massive, personality clash there where she's trying to like, how do I handle this? And Marin is very, very bubbly. So that's an interesting point. I like the whole scene she's running in there. She's like hiding from Marin. Like, oh my god, this woman's crazy. She's so annoying. But it also might be that she actually has maybe more issues than with other cosplayers. Maybe it was easy for her to talk to GOJO more on the craftsman, right? The craftsmanship. Yeah, maybe that's easier for her. Focusing on kind of like the hand, like how do I do X thing, right? Like focusing on the actual skill. How do I build this figure? How do I dress this thing? How do I sew that thing, right? Where Marin is more like, hey girl, what is before me? Oh my god, so cute. Oh my god. Yeah. Marin is more like that, right? It's not really like focused on particular her skills or whatever Marin skills. Marin is more like, let's hang out, let's be best friends, I love you, right? That's more how Marin is. Where GOJO is more like, teach me how do I do X thing. And then for an introvert woman, it might be easy for her to be, oh, that's great, I can teach you how to do X thing. Okay, let me explain how, right? So it's probably easy for her to also like handle and manage someone like GOJO, which is more direct and focused on the task at hand, right? I think overall, when it comes to introvert people, that tends to be the thing that is easy for them. If it's like you have this thing, we talk about 3 different interactions, okay? Human behavior. So you have what's called task-oriented, and then 2 other ones, but interaction-oriented is another one. But task-oriented, it's usually what introverts are, and interaction-oriented is kind of like what extroverts are, right? So basically it's like, as an extrovert, you get positivity, happiness, whatever, right, from the interaction, like, oh, we're gonna hang out, have a great discussion or whatever, watch a movie together, it's all fun, That's very much, obviously, Marin. She's very bubbly, she's very much, oh yeah, let's go, girls, yeah. She's very much that, right? Where task-oriented, you kind of focused on, okay, but I want to, like, do this thing, right? And yeah, and when it comes to jobs then, you tend to think about this as, like, making a team, actually, right? Like a career or whatever. And the point is that for some people, right, the other one is career-oriented and the third one. So they tend to be like, okay, how do I like promote, how do I motivate this person, right, to be focused on the job, right? So for example then, a task-oriented person, you want to give them like a challenge, right? Something that's complicated. But if they don't like the whole stuff, give them a job they can do by themselves, right, Where an interactive person is like, no, they want to work in a team, they want to have that, bubbly meeting, right? They want to be more like that, right? So you try to have to understand how people interact and behave, right, to motivate them. But this is kind of what I would look at this character here, right? Like introverted, shy, task-oriented. She wants to like, and again, the easy for her to talk to GOJO and say, yeah, this is how we do this thing. Okay, let me teach you that thing. Easy to have this conversation, right? Because it's very, very like merit-based, very practical-based. I do it in this way, right? Where Marin is more like, oh my god, you look so cute, can I have a movie of your outfit? Marin is much more like that, right? And then it's much for her, it's like, oh, how do I handle this thing? I don't really like this, leave me alone. So that was adorable. Otherwise, of course, the episode's a lot about yaoi. No, but seriously, right? So I said in the previous video, But obviously, cross-playing, doing know the gender is kind of common in anime, right? But especially for those characters that she was playing, I mean, obviously, okay, as I said earlier, it was like a KUROKO basket homage, right? The older basketball animes like Slam Dunk and so on, but the character looks like KUROKO with the red hair, right? And another character then in Kuma is Taiga, or a redhead, like his best teammate has that hair, right? So clearly like a merger between those two characters, very, very obviously, if you see the anime. And like I said earlier, the yaoi store story, yeah, like that's incredibly common, very popular among female anime fans, those sport animes. Another one I mentioned was Free, right? Basically has like 95% female audience. Yeah, very, very common. And then, a lot of women both cosplay as them, right? Because, they like the characters, but also because the whole like boundary between, the whole like bishounen and yaoi, these are characters, right? That are male, they're very attractive, right? And they tend to be a little more feminine, so, so to speak, right? So when a woman then cosplay as them, right? A lot of other women like genuinely find them very attractive. They're like, oh my god, she looks hot, She looks like a yeah, I mean seriously, right? Because I think for a lot of women, it's probably easier, right? So to speak, cosplaying as kind of like a bishounen guy, right? Like KUROKO, which kind of slow. I mean, obviously I can't do a good KUROKO, right? He's like here on my weight, I'm way too big, right, to do a good KUROKO, you know what I mean? For a lot of men, it's hard to actually do those like small bishounen slim guys, right? Especially me, which is not even, I'm coming from a culture where everyone's pretty big. Yeah, you get my point, right? So a lot of women tend to play those characters really well, and then other women actually do feel like, oh my god, she's so freaking hot. She makes me go gay, yeah, oh my god, yeah. So very, very popular. So that character that she was playing, that feels something you see super commonly. And obviously then, about other animes too. Let's say Kiss Him Not Me and so on. I sit in there, right? Her best friend, this older woman in Kiss Him Not Me, she only cosplays as like attractive men, right? That she finds hot in yaoi stuff and so on, or has a lot of Dushina work on it. So it's very much a classic thing. But anyway, guys, we shouldn't have a great day.